Fighting back tears, former Channel 5 anchor Heather Unruh told reporters Wednesday that actor Kevin Spacey sexually assaulted her teenage son during an encounter last summer at a Nantucket bar. It harmed him and it cannot be undone, said Unruh, who was flanked by her daughter and her lawyer, Michelle Garabedian. Unruh said her son, then 18, was initially starstruck when he met Spacey at the Club Car restaurant in July. She said Spacey plied her son with alcohol before allegedly touching his genitals. Her son, now 19, fled when Spacey excused himself to use the bathroom, and a woman urged the youth to run, Unruh said. She said the teen sprinted home to his grandmother's house and woke up his sister after the incident. Shame on you for what you did to my son, Unruh said, directly addressing Spacey, whose career is in free fall after several men have recently accused him of sexual assault in the wake of the Harvey Weinstein scandal. Unruh described her son as a very strong young man. He does his best to deal with it, but it's always there. Spacey, 58, announced last week through a publicist that he was seeking treatment after another actor, Anthony Rapp, sent shockwaves through the film industry with allegations that Spacey made an unwanted sexual advance after a party at Spacey's home in the 1980s. Spacey was 26 at the time and Rapp was 14. Spacey's initial response to Rapp's allegation was widely criticized. He tweeted that he's beyond horrified to hear Rapp's story. I honestly do not remember the encounter, it would have been over 30 years ago. But if I did behave then as he describes, I owe him the sincerest apology for what would have been deeply inappropriate drunken behavior, and I am sorry for the feelings he describes having carried with him all these years. He went on to state publicly that he's gay, which is irrelevant to Rapp's allegation. In the days since, others have come forward to talk about their alleged experiences with Spacey. Filmmaker Tony Montana told Radar Online that Spacey had once grabbed his whole package at an LA bar, and then followed Montana into a restroom. I backed him out the door and I pushed him, Montana said. One of his friends was in line and I said, "It's time to take your boy home." They ended up leaving. Mexican actor Roberto Cavazos, who performed at London's Old Vic Theatre when Spacey was the artistic director, wrote on Facebook that Spacey was known to like young male actors at the theater. It seems the only requirement was to be a male under the age of 30 for Mr. Spacey to feel free to touch us, Cavazos wrote, adding that he'd had a couple of nasty encounters with the actor. In fact, if I had been a woman, I probably wouldn't have hesitated to identify them as such. Thursday, Vulture.com published a Q&A with a man who says he had a consensual sexual relationship with Spacey beginning when he was 14 and Spacey was 24. It ended with what the man, who's now 48, describes as an attempted rape. The man wants to remain anonymous. I have worked really hard to have a nice life and feel safe, and I'm not giving that up for him, the man said. I don't want them to be able to find their way back to me. Netflix has shut down production of House of Cards, which had been filming its sixth and final season. Sassy's agency and publicist have both dropped him in recent days. The hashtag Weinstein scandal has emboldened me. Truth time. I was a Kevin Spacey fan until he assaulted a loved one. Time the dominoes fell. Pic. Twitter.com/C0AWEFSO, Heather Unruh at Heather Unruh. October 13, 2017. Christina Prignano of the Globe staff contributed. Christina.Prignano@globe.com. Follow her on Twitter as CPRignano.